Hey, sweetheart.
Jasmine has something to tell you. It's gonna be a blessing, Dad. But you have to get out of here to be a part of it. I'm gonna need you.
I used to be just like you. I had a wife I loved. I had a family and a home. But then something happened.
I've been walking through this storm myself.
I, Aaron Wallace, am serving a life sentence for something I didn't do. Except today, for the first time, I've got a way to fight back. How are you here? Hard work and goodwill. What's your method?
Hey guys, how y'all feeling today?
Great. With your Zoom background is giving me so much life right now.
I do it all for you guys. Trust me, this is all for you. This is my investment to make sure you guys are bright and happy when I come and join the party, okay?
And Wales.
Love it. So first question is for Nicholas. In this show, For Life, you play Aaron Wallace, who is loosely based off of Isaac Wright Jr., who is a wrongly convicted felon turned lawyer. And one thing I love about this show is that we get to see the duality of his lifestyle. 1 minute he's property of the state, the next minute he's in a courtroom kicking ass and taking names, right? And I can see how that can have an emotional toll on this character. I wonder, for you playing Aaron, how do you prepare emotionally to play such a complex character?
It's not something you can actually prepare for. You just have to jump straight in and see what happens. I mean, because there are 5 different Aarons that I'm playing. One is Aaron, who's the prison rep. One is Aaron, who is the father and husband to Marie and Jazz. One is Aaron with the prison warden and his relationship with her. Another one is Aaron just as an ordinary prisoner. And then you have Aaron the lawyer. So you have these 5 different aspects where, you know, the types of words that he says changes, his physicality may change ever so slightly. And he has to code switch basically to be different aspects of himself within all these different environments. And then in season 2, what happens is we have a 6th layer, which is basically Aaron on the outside. So yeah, there's more to explore.
We love that. And Joy, with your character, I mean, you're like the quintessential ride or die chick, you know? You know, here at Vibe, we love our hip hop. So we always hear that term being thrown out a lot. And I feel like with your character, there's a lot of women out there that can relate to having that experience. I wonder for you, what has experience been like playing Marie? And what is it that you learned from her? And what do you want the people to learn from women like her?
That, you know, Marie had to make some hard choices when Aaron was sent away. And they may not be things that people agree with. Oh, she's his best friend or whatever. But you know, she was left holding the bag, literally.
I didn't agree with it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so she gotta do what she gotta do. Okay. So yeah, so I think in terms of like, you know, things are not always so black and white. You know, people have to make decisions based on where they are and what they feel they need to do at the time. And everyone can have whatever opinion they want. For me personally, it's been like a great one. It's just a great, I'm so happy to be on this job and be working, especially now. And it's been such a great pleasure to show up to work every day this season and last with Nicholas and the rest of our talented cast and play, especially on something that is so meaningful. For me, like I realized it throughout the course of filming that, and something I never really thought about was that my grandmother was 46. I'm 46, my grandmother was 46 when I was born. So, I've played moms. I played more mothers than I have not played mothers my entire career. And I'm not a mother and no plans on being one, but this is my first role as a grandmother, right? But my grandmother was my age when I was born. And so it's helped me to really look at her, not as grandma the savior, but as Lorraine the woman, right? In a way that I never really looked at her like that, right? So, yeah, and so I get to bring all of that I've gotten all of that from this role, but I also get to give it back into what I do.
I love that. Nicholas, for you, what has been the most rewarding playing Aaron Wallace?
It's a toss-up between the challenge of the role itself, and also just being a part of something that's so socially responsible. I think it has to be the latter of the two of those. Yeah, just being a part of a show like this that is about criminal justice and sends a message. I mean, you know, as I get older and I look for roles that are more responsible, if you like, and this is definitely one of them. And being a part of telling this very important story about the criminal justice system and how, stuff, and telling a part of a story that hopefully will make people sit up and listen, become more aware, change their opinions, test their moral sense of morality, within themselves and their own sense of judgment. When you look at a black man in a prison jumpsuit, instead of thinking one thing, hopefully after watching this show, you'll second guess yourself and think something different.
Now, my next question is for the both of you. We have to talk 50 Cent, the man that made it happen. Now, Joy Bryant, you had the privilege of playing alongside 50 as his girlfriend. So I wonder for you.
His first acting role.
Absolutely.
I was his first movie baby mama.
You bust his cherry, girl. In this dynamic, how has it been working with 50 Cent? Joy, you could go first.
Wow. Well, I mean, we both, when we did Give It a Die Trying, I was already maybe 2 or 3 years in the business. So we were still pretty new. Yeah. And my experience with him on set then was someone who was at the height of his fame and was just like the coolest dude on set. The way he treated everyone, didn't matter where you fell in the hierarchy of production, like he was just that dude. Yeah. And so it was really great to experience that with him, his first acting job. And then to sort of like flash forward all these years later, where he is not only still acting, but still he is creating and producing content that is moving culture in many different ways. It's undeniable. So it's great that to experience him then and then now. I mean, he is the reason why the show, outside, obviously Isaac's story inspired this, but 50 was the one that was like, oh, you know what? This needs to happen. Yeah. So, yeah.
Speaking of this needs to happen, please tell me how it is working with 50 Nicholas, but I was told that you at first was a bit, I don't know if apprehensive is the word to use, but you wasn't going to be a part of this show.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with working with Curtis, though. That had to do with all kinds of other reasons. I thought he was very professional. He was very engaging, very charismatic. He came on set with no entourage, no ego, and just the same thing that Joy said. No matter who you are, he's just, if you're in front of him, he'll talk to you like you're the same as everybody else. And he was very professional to work with. I really enjoyed it. And I think since Get Rich or Die Trying, this is his best performance on screen.
Nice. Okay, since we're about to wrap this up, the people want to know, last episode, what deal are you going to take? Like, what's the deal? What can we expect? What can we expect?
I can't tell you that. You'll have to tune in on Wednesday night and find out.
Okay, wrap it up in one word. Season 2. What would you say? Talk to me, Joy. One word. Season 2.
Season 2. Reuniting.
I'll take it. Nicholas, one word.
Important.
Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm gonna step my background game up, girl. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm inspired.